Today we're talking about the law of attraction. Wouldn't it just be great if you had your own personal genie to guide you, that knew about the future, that could share that information with you and guide you in the right direction that was best for you, that would bring you peace, joy, happiness, and fulfillment, and be able to experience love in every moment in your life? Well, the truth is that you actually have that genie, and you can be working with that genie now. The Course in Miracles calls that genie the Holy Spirit. When we created this earth, this dream illusionary experience, and this body, God gave us the Holy Spirit to help lead us out of this nightmare dream and into one of joy, into that happy dream. The Course in Miracles teaches us through daily lessons how to get quiet and listen to the Holy Spirit's guidance. What you'll find is that this will overcome the ego's vicious chatter that I talked about in my video. I'll link at the end of this one about the vicious ego and overcoming it. And it helps you learn how to hear the Holy Spirit's guidance and follow that peace and fulfillment. We see many people around us being super successful, but are they happy? We've seen performers, people that have reached all levels of achievement, get depressed, become addicts, commit suicide. It's so heart-rending. Instead, when you listen to the Holy Spirit's guidance, the Holy Spirit will let you know the direction that is best for you, that will bring you happiness and peace. And it's so wonderful to know that you are being guided in that way. At first, the Holy Spirit's voice can feel like just a little nudge, can feel like a direction. Sometimes you're not too sure if that's the Holy Spirit or just your own wishful thinking. But as you go through the lessons and you work harder at listening to the Holy Spirit's voice, that voice does grow louder, as the Course says. That voice from the Holy Spirit, your personal genie, will grow as loud as you allow it to. That's when you'll find that law of attraction will bring everything into place. It doesn't matter what you achieve if you don't have joy, love, peace, and happiness. If you can't exude joy and love to everyone in your life. And when you do that, when you learn to listen to that voice, when you trust it, when you find your life transformed, this illusory dream the Course in Miracles talks about is transformed to one of light, to one of love, to one of happiness and ultimate fulfillment. Just exactly how are you going to have the brightest future possible, that dream career, financial stability, and the relationship of your dreams? The Course does not promote asceticism, and the Holy Spirit, aka Jesus, or Ascended Masters, will assist you in all areas of your life. An excellent example of this is when the Course's scribe, Helen Schuckman, was getting distracted from taking down the Course and instead was focusing on her shopping needs. She wanted a high-quality winter coat within a tight budget. To save time, the Holy Spirit told her exactly which store to go to. Of course, this communication was received via a form of transmission within Helen's mind. Helen got the coat, an exact match to her desire, and the price was excellent, better than she'd thought possible. The bargain was found at a discount store Helen would normally never have considered. All this was recorded in Ken Wapnick's book on Helen's life titled The Absence of Felicity. How exactly did Helen hear this voice that came through in her mind? First, the mind, as referred to in the Course, is the activating agent of spirit. This activating agent enables our spirit's creative force. And to clarify further, spirit is the thought of God, which He created like Himself. That means us. So you see, Our minds create all-powerful thoughts. All you need to do is learn to tap into this creative power and overcome that blasted ego that fights to keep you believing in limitations. Now, considering that the Holy Spirit would help so very specifically with such a little thing as a coat, how much can you be helped with your greater needs? I've learned to not ask for anything specific though, but to request the Holy Spirit's guidance, because we can't even begin to imagine the bright future the Holy Spirit has planned for us, especially when we're going through a tough time. In 2009, I was going through a particularly rough patch in my life. The stock market had crashed, losing half of the value of my already meager 401k. I lost my job and my marriage was failing. My marriage of 23 years had been heading in the wrong direction for a good long while. But knowing the Christ within my husband and myself, I kept praying for the best. I also wanted to keep the family together for my daughter's sake. But by then, the youngest was in high school. Finally, I gave up praying for anything specific and just prayed thy will be done, opening myself up to greater guidance. Then miracle after miracle began piling into my life. I completed and published my novel, The Great Awakening, a thriller revealing the transformational power of A Course in Miracles. A new friend came into my life and we began giving classes on intuition, where I also promoted and sold my book. Through her, I also realized even further my highly developed power of intuition. The scariest part, though, was that my bank account was steadily dwindling due to family expenses for 4 and a high mortgage payment. I began praying that if I was meant to not land a job yet, but get divorced, that the Holy Spirit should lead me in that direction. I prayed for my husband and my best outcome, basically, thy will be done. In 2 years, I was divorced, landed a dream job brought to me by a friend with a company I'd never heard of before. The company was also in an industry I'd never previously considered. I was relieved when my girls were fine with the divorce. Kids always know what's going on with marital tension, don't they? I was divorced at age 57 and landing a dream job then, who would imagine? The income allowed me to save enough along with an inheritance to retire in 9 years at 66. I'd gone from completely broke in 2009 to retirement in 2020, plus ending up in a dream relationship in which a man cherishes and adores me. My cup runneth over. So friends, remember, when you are seeking guidance, listen, go quiet and ask, thy will be done. It's the miraculous way to go.